We're launching a campaign, a fundraising campaign called Justice for Sisters, and this is basically to raise funds mainly for the costs that we will incur for the legislative actions that we are pursuing for the Matnyas who have been persecuted under Sharia law. Some of the Sharia laws, in fact, all of the Sharia laws are discriminatory, discriminatory in the sense that it targets the identity, it persecutes them for their identity, and the implementation of such also in terms of the enforcement persecutes them for their identity and who they are. So we think that's unjust and we think that's wrong, and because they are willing to fight their cases and to try and seek justice, we want to help them. In terms of publicity, we've publicized it as much as possible. We think that it's actually time or long overdue that we actually say that our silence stops today, and it's much long overdue that we say that the violence against our Matnya community in Malaysia stops today. PT Foundation, they do work in terms of prevention of HIV and AIDS. Their work is mainly that, but they do have a transgender program. They do work with marginalized communities like sex workers, drug users, and of course men who have sex with men. So in that sense, it's not directly linked with them, but of course it does touch their community, one of their main communities that they serve and work with. The cases that we are working on with right now, yes, they're all from Negeri Sembilan, because what happens is that even though when they go out, just go out to eat, yeah, and because their manner is such that it's effeminate or they look feminine, they're just arrested for that rather than for something that it's criminal. It's very much a lot on harassment. No, I am not saying that it only happens in Negeri Sembilan. We know that it happens in Penang. We know it happens a lot in Malacca as well. Ayu's case was quite publicized quite widely. It's just that a lot of the Matnyas, they feel alone when they get persecuted like this. They don't know who to turn to. They only have each other sometimes, and sometimes, often it depends on whether they have money to pursue a legal case. Otherwise, they're sort of forced to say they're guilty, and they face imprisonment and all kinds of sexual abuse and molestation while they're in custody. Besides trying to find money, I see my role as being there for them, being one of the so-called public, members of the public, being there for them, trying to get other people to get involved, trying to get other people to see the true story, their lives as they are, who they are, to help people to get to know them a bit better and not see them as strange or pretending to be women, So I see my role as facilitating that understanding, and also to foster where people can contribute, to encourage people to come forward and contribute and not just keep quiet, because silence can also kill. I can't say that I'm a very strong individual. I think it's just about finding courage from within yourself, plus from friends who are also helping me. They are also working very closely with me and helping me, and I think there's collective courage in that. And it's basically us saying that we won't stand for this. We won't stand for a fellow Malaysian being persecuted this way just for their identity.
Left and forgotten me. It's dark, I cannot see. Why does this rain pour down? I'm gonna drown in a sea of deep confusion. Somebody told
as you know, this night we're launching the fundraising campaign, Justice for Sisters. And this is mainly because our Matnya, they've been persecuted too long. The Sharia laws target them, lelaki berlagak seperti perempuan, and that's it. Yeah. So in English means either posing or impersonating women, but they don't. Men, but they don't identify as men. So they get arrested almost every other day. Ever since the Matnya in Negeri Sembilan decided to fight her case, we helped her get a lawyer and everything. There's been a crackdown on them in Negeri Sembilan. Even stepping out of their homes, they get arrested. Yeah, if they go out to eat, they get arrested. If they go and just meet some friends, they get arrested. They're not doing anything criminal, and this is wrong. So we decided that we wanted to raise money because we know it's very, very hard for them to find jobs. So we decided to help them with this fundraising so that we can support them in terms of their costs. Yeah, not just the legal fees, but also in case they need shelter, because some of them they may face dangers in terms of going out because of the officers themselves that have actually threatened to make sure that they rot in prison. So we probably need to find shelter for them, make sure at least temporarily they have some food, some shelter, and find them some jobs. So if you know of anyone who can help them get jobs, or if you have anyone who can provide some shelter, please do come forward because that will help us reduce the cost.
Like a flower unfold, her story untold, a time I go as you uncover all the wonderful things you are. Simple when we choose to speak about life, but we have to remember sia-sia sudah kita jalin cinta.
Kena convert ke, dia ni nanti keluarga tak accept. Leceh lah kawan nak fall in love with this country. I'm so glad, thank God I did. I fell in love anyway, yeah, I fell down hard, yeah. So this song is about that. This song's called Lena. Cinta